Hello everyone and welcome to the Gods of Grip events schedule video for 2025. We've got a jam-packed schedule this year and we thought we'd explain basically what the events are for the year and just go through a run through of each of the events at each event and just talk about basically what we think about each event. As you know, we usually have January, February off and then March we get into the season, I suppose. And the reason behind this is because I think it's good to have a little reset at the end of the year, sort of refocus on your goals and then build a plan for the rest of the year. So you've got January and February to sort of get that foundation built, and then March you can come in, kick off the season with some records and then get into the competition. And then at the end of the season we've got another record breakers, which I think is good to sort of test out a few areas that have surprised yourself. What's the first event of the year, Laura?
Okay, so the first event is the 16th of March, Sunday the 16th of March, the Herculean Hands 3. Okay, so this event you can pick 3 events that you'd like to attempt to break world records at. So essentially is not really a competition, you're kind of just going against yourself and potentially other people that are doing the same event in your weight category, but it is more, like Tom said, just a test to see where you are at the start of a year, see what you've got to improve on, what you potentially could like as new pieces of equipment that you maybe haven't tested yourself really out before on.
Yeah, we have added a second date for this the week after because the first date sold out on the first day. It's always a really good one, this, to sort of kickstart yourself. Like, I know I've got my eye on a few different things that I sort of improved on towards the end of last year, and I've continued to improve on January, February. So March, I want to give them a go, see where I'm at really on them. But that is a good event to get involved in. It's only £5 entry. There's no prizes or anything for this. That's just basically you have 3 attempts at 3 different world records, and if you beat it, you're on the list. If you don't beat it, try harder next time.
Pretty much. We've still got 7 places left for the 23rd of March. So if you are and ahhing whether to give it a go, you might as well for only a £5.
Yeah.
See where you are at and then get better or improve on what you want to improve on. Yeah, that's definitely a good starter. The second event is the British Grip Championship, which is April the 26th, which is a Saturday. There are 5 events on this. So it's the Gods of Grip Large Pipe Pinch, the Grip Tops Moon Top, the Grip Tops Gold Bar, the Grip Tops Half Penny, and this is for a hold, and the Gods of Grip 76mm rolling handle for hold. That's
thumbless as well, that hold. That is a mean selection of events there, and it's the return of the British Grip Championships, which was held by David Horn for about 20...
This will be the 27th.
There you go. So
official champion.
David's run this for 26 years and then he's passed over the shield to us, and this year it's back. I think it's a really good selection of events. We've opened up capacity on this one to 30 people.
And there is 1 place left.
So 1 place left. It's going to be a jam-packed shed. We're hoping for sun so we can open the doors, get everyone in and outside and just, you know, having a good go at this.
I feel like the events are like super exciting because they've not ever really been in a competition before other than the pipe. I feel like it's the first time for all of them. I'm just having a look to see who's entered. So we have some big names who have entered, especially on the girls' side of things. We've got Emma Hunt, we have Sarah Madeley,
we've got Sally Horn, Elizabeth Horn.
Sorry, I was just going through. Sally Horn, Elizabeth Horn,
Laura Brakel. You may or may not have heard of her. Average at best.
At best. And Jen Tibbenham. Actually,
Wow,
Jen
nice.
Tibbenham isn't on the list, so she's probably the 30th.
That is a lot of women. I feel like the women's competition is going to be more competitive than the men's this time.
Potentially, yeah. Especially with, I can't wait to see Elizabeth versus Emma.
Yeah.
Which will be really, really good. I don't know if Elizabeth's been doing much training.
She doesn't need to.
But she's still mentally good.
Yeah.
And it's Sally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sally, her daughter. Sally is just, she's 13 years old, isn't she? And she bent a red nail.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy.
Mind-boggling, really.
I don't even think most men can do a red nail.
Well, no. I'd probably say no one without training could bend a red nail. That's, you know.
Let alone a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I know she does train, obviously, but she's still 13.
Yeah. So that's the British Grip Championships. Probably one of the biggest ones of the year. This year as well, we're sort of we're going to try and keep a points tally for like a huge league table of people that enter the competitions and where you place. So I'm assigning points to each competition throughout the year, and some of them are classed as majors, some of them are classed as minors. The British Grip Championships, of course, will be a major, so that'll be worth quite a lot of points depending on how high you place on that.
So the third, and this is over 2 months, so any time in April and any time in May, we have the Grip League qualifiers. So I think at the moment we've got 15 different venues, all on different dates. So we could go through the dates of those if you wanted.
You can do.
Okay, so we've got Stag Fitness on the 19th of April. Sam Horn down in Devon on the 26th of April. Structure Sport and Fitness that is now moved to the 4th of May actually, so the website will be updated shortly. Dominus in York is the 3rd of May. Barbell Division 3rd of May. Haynes Strength 10th of May. Mayhem Gym 10th of May. Spartan Training Centre is the 17th of May. Hull Strongest 18th of May. The Grip Shed 18th of May, and then Rezo 24 is the 11th of May, with Iron Master Gym 24th of May, and then Alpha Gym is the 31st of May. We do still have Gentibonum's event dates still to be decided. I am also on the lookout for any more venues. I'm going to plot all of these destinations onto a map so I can see where we're kind of light, and then we can approach gyms in those areas to see if they are interested in helping us. I just feel like it's a good way to allow as many people the chance to compete in something that is quite niche, but not having to travel. Because I know, especially for women, like I feel like that's the common reason that they don't come or they can't come because they either they can't get time off work, or two, they are having to travel a distance and they don't want to, or they can't afford it or factor it into like their lifestyle kind of thing. So we want to make it as accessible possibly for everybody. So yeah, I am on the lookout. So if anyone watching this and is interested in hosting a venue, just send us an Instagram message and I'll get back to you with any information that you might need. But like I said, all the dates on there is just one that needs to be changed, but we'll do that after this.
Yeah, that was the whole point of the Grip League, just to try and get as many different qualifiers, as many different locations as we can. One, to find new people. Two, to make it more accessible to everyone. And three, just to spread it out more, really. And then obviously, if you do rank high enough in the qualifiers, it's usually the top 5, they get invited to the final, which was held in Ormskirk last year and will probably be held in Ormskirk again. So it's worth making the trip if you qualify to the final, but you've got to make it through the qualifiers, which last year was very difficult, actually. And I imagine it's going to be even more difficult this year, especially with all the usual suspects coming in and training as hard as ever.
The events for the qualifiers is a 50mm rolling handle lift, a 6mm pinch block, which is the narrow one. I don't want anyone to get confused with that and just think it's a typo. It is the 6mm pinch block, so the super thin one. Hub lift and a vertical bar hold. I will be creating like a little Word document and sending them out to everyone that's going to host the competitions. I know last year there was a few venues where there was a few hiccups, shall we say, where we had to kind of rectify some results and stuff. So I will be making sure it's like spelt out in this Word document on how it is done. Obviously, it's like we said, it is very niche. So some people running these qualifiers for us were a little unsure, but this year I'll make sure they're not. Okay, the next event is a party. So the Big Grip Energy, which is the inch and blob lifting party. Me and Tom were talking about this the other week and we were both really enjoyed it last year. There was some people turned up that we'd never met before and they were super good, and we're like, where have you been hiding? And we've never heard or seen them since. But they weren't around here, they were on holiday close by and it fitted in with the date, so they decided to come. The man even managed to get himself on the inch dumbbell list. But yeah, this is just a fun time. It's pretty much how we have it at the end of a comp. Everyone just does what they want at the end of the comp. And lifts, I don't know how you all have the energy to still do it at the end of a competition, but you all do. But it's pretty much just that. Just come, lift what you want, get your name on the inch dumbbell board and the 25 kilo blob board. And also, if you don't get yourselves on those boards, there's loads of other stuff that you can play with as well. And we will get pizza.
I can't
I
believe
think
how
that's my
much we ate
favourite
last year.
part of it. Pizza.
We got like 8 pizzas and they
And all went. Yeah. It's crazy. But you men don't just love to eat, don't you?
Yeah.
So, okay, so the next event is something new.
Brand new.
It is the Regional Grip Gauntlet. So, this, we have north, east, south and west venues. So, our north venue is Alpha Gym. Our south venue, is Haynes Strength in Banbury. East is Mayhem Gym in Boston. And west is the Grip Shed. So each region has picked an event, and then at each region, they'll do all the 4 events. Yep. So the event 1 will be axle deadlift for max. So obviously Paddy at Haynes Strength picked that. Event 2, two-handed pinch max, and that was Alpha Gym picked that.
Well, it was technically Sam that picked that, but now
and then he moved.
Yeah.
So Harley's stuck with that,
Harley's
unfortunately. Event 3 is the vertical bar max, which Tom has decided the vertical bar is now his favourite lift, so he's picked that. And event 4 is the hub max, and that was picked by Andy with a gentle persuasion from a few other people.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
No, it kind of makes it over like a nice rounded competition, really.
We might change the lifting rules on the hub this year to 6 inches instead of 12.
I agree. I do find it quite difficult to get that high.
It's just a long way. I think we're still going to stick to the normal rules where all your fingers have to be on it at the point of lifting. There's none of that side on shite. All just normal lifting rules, just to 6 inches, because I feel like 12's a long way, and that means rest in peace to my record, which has been there for I think 4 years.
Yeah, it's been there since.
So that'll be getting blasted fast. I think 40 kilos is probably possible if we're only lifting to 6 inches, but
you probably will be able to improve on that.
If I just don't fancy having a go.
Okay, so I'm just reading the descriptions. Each region selected their events, and the top 5 lifts from each event is what counts to work out which is the best, strongest region.
Yeah.
Okay, and the winning region gets to keep the brand new Gods of Grip Championship belt. And they get to keep it for a year, and then it'll get passed on to the new region the year after.
That'll basically just be like, I thought, a WWE style belt. It'll have a bit of, shiny things on it, and it'll say Grip Gauntlet Champion, something like that. Yeah. But I just thought that'd be cool for that gym to sort of hang it up for a year and claim they have the strongest.
It'll be nice to go above our doors, though.
Well, that's where it will be going.
That's where it will be going, definitely. I'm just trying to think, because it's a new event, is there any other information? So the event's dates, actually, so they're not all being held on the same date, it's just any time in June. So Paddy's at the Haynes Strength is the 1st of June, and then Mayhem Gym is the 8th of June, Alpha Gym is the 21st of June, and then of course the Grip Shed is on the 29th of June.
Squeezing it in there.
But yeah, all the other information for like the rules for each event is on the events page.
Yeah, if only 5 people show up, then all other people's lifts will count.
Yeah.
But it's just if more than 5 show up, you get better
So
scores,
when are we saying like 4 men, 1 woman?
Yeah.
And then if someone doesn't have a woman, what happens? They just go off the 4?
No.
Oh.
We'll just do it men, I guess. And if she outlifts some men, then so be
That
it.
is horrendous behaviour.
But it's unlikely that we're going to get a woman to each one, so.
Sorry, women. Okay, the next one is, small writing, Saturday the 12th of July, the famous Summer Grip Games.
Yep.
Can't wait for the barbecue.
The first
barbecue
event that we
season.
hosted, this was, I think it was 2022, I want to say.
Yeah, I was pregnant, so it was.
Yeah, so this will be...
That was when it was sunny, and then it rained every year since. Because I remember sitting in the sun in the garden, it was really nice.
So this will be its 4th year. Yeah, that's right, because we've had it raining on one. And
Sunny, raining, and then in the shed.
oh yeah, of course. Yeah, but again, this is another major competition throughout the year. It's one of our biggest events. It's always a great turnout. The barbecue's always going, and
Popping off.
I can't remember what the events are, but I'm sure Laura will fill us in now.
So we've got, for the first time, the Omni Grip rolling handle 2-hand lift on the 60mm tubes.
Nice.
So this is for a max lift. We've got the Mega Dynamite Stick, which is the 2.5 inches. That's for max. We've got a Saxon Bar deadlift 60mm max.
Yep.
We've got a narrow pinch
Just
spot max.
quickly, the Saxon Bar will be lifted on sort of wagon wheels, so it's not going to be off the floor anymore, because we think, or I think, that lifting off the floor tests people's back a little bit more, and I think if we're lifting from a height, it's more of a test of hand strength.
Okay.
So it's going to be from wheels.
Fourth event is the 6mm narrow pinch block.
Again.
God. And the fifth event is the cliffhanger. For a hold.
Everyone's been asking for this for ages.
For a hold, though.
Yeah, that's good.
There is no... don't think we've got any weight... have we?
Categories?
Weights. For what the hold will start and what it goes down in.
Not for
For
the
the
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
No, I haven't done it yet.
No, okay. Normally it starts at like...
I'm guessing it'll be about 70.
60, 70, and goes down in like 5s or 10s,
Yeah,
but obviously
probably.
you can pick. Okay, so that's July. The 2nd of August will be the Gods of Grip League final. So I think that's the first Saturday in August.
Yeah.
And obviously after all the qualifiers, me and Tom will not do a 3-hour video again. We'll make it much shorter this time. But we'll announce results, maybe in a cool way. I don't know. I want to do something cool.
We might actually send invitations out this year. We did say that last year, but
I
we just
kind of
weren't
wanted to do like a
sure.
box reveal, a bit like Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, any ideas,
I don't
let
know.
us know how we should
Something
invite
fun
people.
anyway.
But
So that'll happen the beginning of June.
yeah, the events for that haven't been decided yet, but will be 7. Hand Gripper medley won't be in it. Hand Grippers might be
I
in it.
quite enjoyed that.
Might be in it, but not as a medley.
Maybe if we're doing 7 events, do you think we'll split it over 2 days?
We're not.
So it's not a rush.
I don't think it was a rush last time, was it?
Okay.
I think we did
I
quite
think
well.
it was just a rush to back up, maybe, is what I was feeling.
No, I think it
But
was
that's
alright.
fine. So that's happening in August. Then we've got a little bit of a gap till I've got hiccups. The 28th of September. Herculean Hands 4, Sunday the 28th of September. So exactly the same process as Herculean Hands 3. So yeah, this just now allows you to test where you have been after a
I
season of
reckon
lifting.
it's going to be everyone thinking, right, I've lifted that narrow pinch block so much this year, I'm going to beat my record again.
That'll be funny,
And
yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of narrow pinch block, a lot of cliffhanger,
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a lot of different this year.
yeah, and then a lot
Than
of
the
two-handed
just
Omni, because no one's going to have a record on that.
Yeah. There might be a lot of nuts in there.
Who's nuts enough to lift a nut?
I want to. Okay, so going into October, we have the King Kong Annual International King Kong Grip Challenge. We've got 3 dates. For some reason, there's something blocking.
Well, it's the last week in October, second to last week in October, and the third to last week in October. That's when it
That's
is.
horrendous. So that's the 11th of October, the 18th, and the 25th of October.
Yeah, I think it's actually Sundays, because we have the Halloween competition at the end of October. So a lot of people who want to do both will have to do the first King Kong, and then you've got 2 weeks before the Halloween comp, basically.
Okay. So the events for this is a 2.25 inch crusher. This is to a 6-inch lift. The Iron Mine hub to a 6-inch lift, but this can be lifted freestyle, which is just rubbish. It's just not really going to be a test of grip strength, I don't really think.
Not a hub lift.
It definitely isn't. And then we've got the Arm Assassin 1/5/8 inch
Yeah.
blaster,
Yeah.
which is the flat thing with the round
Seems
B on it.
interesting.
That's to a 6-inch lift as well, and then we've got the Little Big Horn from Iron Mind, which is another 6-inch lift.
I think it's quite a good set of events, bar the hub. I don't know why that's been put in with freestyle, but Eric can do what he wants, so he's done that, and I'm sure we'll have a good turnout here, and hopefully this year we can knock those Canadians off their perch and claim the #1 spot. Hopefully, we like Paddy and Sam and a few of the other bigger guys that didn't do it last year can do it this year, and we can really bump the numbers up a bit. But King Kong's always a good one. We had a huge turnout last year, and we should do this year as well because it's just a cool competition, isn't it?
100%. And then the day after the last King Kong, on the 26th of October, we've got the gruesome grip off. The events for this are meat hook deadlift again, low hub, hand grip or block hold at 30mm, ultra vertical bar lift. So this is
76mm fat boy.
76mm, and then the Stones of Peril. So very, very similar to last year, but it went down as a very good competition.
It was so good.
Everyone really enjoyed it. We like to, Tom likes to decorate the shed a bit spooky, and obviously if you feel free to come dressed Halloween.
Yeah, we encourage fancy dress for basically the Halloween
whenever you
Christmas
want.
one.
If you want to come fancy dress.
Those two. That, I don't know. It was difficult to pick, but I reckon that was probably my most enjoyable one last year. I didn't compete in it, I just refereed it and messed about really, and it was just dead fun watching everyone else in pain. I think and that's why I enjoyed it so much, but it was a very good day, that.
Okay, so second to last is Saturday the 8th of November. Tom has gone very rogue here. And we're going to do a Tug Royale Championships.
Yeah.
So anyone who came to Bionic last October will know what this is, and it went down really, really well. Yeah. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Everyone loves watching the videos on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. So we decided we're gonna do a championships. Yeah. Tom will explain a little bit more about how this works because it's very rogue.
Well, I think
it's not rogue.
We'll insert a little clip of a match, but basically, it's a concept of an idea that came to fruition at Bionic, and it's so much fun, and so many people wanted to get involved in it. I thought just chuck it in as a competition at the end of the year, probably start promoting it around summertime once we've sort of got a few of the other ones out the way, explaining how it works. We'll probably do some videos in the shed on it, get people battling against each other, but just a funny head-to-head challenge really, and it'll be hilarious to see what happens.
So basically, you're on an arm wrestling table with your thumb hooked around the peg, and you're using the cliffhangers again. Or one person has one cliffhanger attached with chain to another one. You're basically just battling to touch the cliffhanger to the peg. But yeah, it is super fun, and everyone got very, very competitive. Yeah. Okay, and the last one is very late in December, the 20th of December, the Gritmas Games.
8th of December. Done that late.
Very, very late. Fancy dress again is optional. And the events for this is a 60mm axle deadlift, reps in 60 seconds.
That will be from the big wheels.
Mammoth pinch block, the grip heads Christmas tree hold, inch pinch lift, and the double vertical bar cone hold.
Yeah, so the same as last year. It was basically strapped onto a deadlift bar and a two-handed hold, and it was really cool. It was a very challenging event, that actually, especially because it's on the plastic cones. How the texture of them's not quite as good as the metal stuff, so it's sort of another element to the challenge, isn't it?
It definitely is. So that's all of the events for 2025.
Woo!
I don't think I've missed anything.
What one are you most looking forward to?
I'm probably interested to see how the British Grip Championships goes. I always like the bigger events are like the Grip League, just because it's just nice to see a lot of different people that come and have the same interests as us. But then I also like the Summer Games because it's just normally nice weather, and it just is just nice to... I think just all of them, it's just nice for people to come and share an interest, and, we all just do well, some healthy competition. Just fun.
I think, if you asked me last month, I would have said the first Herculean hands I always really like, because it's like, here we go. I feel like it's dead exciting to get everyone back together. It's like a really good vibe. Everyone's like a bit giddy.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the Grip League because it's just way too stressful. But I am looking forward to the Gritmas Games. I know it's miles off, but I like getting in my reindeer outfit. And
You can be Dracula this year.
Yeah, I've got my Dracula one for Halloween.
Yeah. And then the tug royale will just be fun.
That will probably get
It
a
will
load
be
of
quite
beers out.
stressful, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, anyone could turn up.
Might put a darts board up as well.
Yeah, we could do.
Just
Yeah.
make it like a bit like lads.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if you've got any questions about any of the events this year, anything to ask us, just let us know. We are going to be releasing short videos of each of the lifts for each event to make it easier for you to sort of plan your training and stuff like that. All the information for the events is online. All the entries open for all of the events now. Bar the Grip League final, you've got to qualify for that. That's pretty much everything,
Yeah.
isn't it? Thank you for watching. See you soon.
Bye.